days off, wasn't feeling too good, but back at it again. Daily yoga practice, 8 a.m. Today is the 10th of December, and it's a Saturday, and let's get started. So yeah, I'm not feeling that great, so I'm actually going to keep the jacket on, keep the socks on, and have some fun at it, right? So yeah, the sinuses are still providing extra sensation on the fourth fold. A lot of extra sensation, so we'll see how far I get today. But that's just the quick forward fold, starting right off. Yeah, look at that. Me and the hoodie. That was interesting. Alright, timer started. Let's get the brightness up so I can see that. And now, upward facing dog. Yeah, so why am I practicing today if I don't feel that great? Well, I feel like practicing, right? If I'm gonna practice, I might as well stream it. So I'm streaming while I'm practicing, while I'm not feeling that great. And that's the way life goes. Feel a little back. Posterior flex on the spine. There we go. Body starts to get reacclimated. So maybe not find as much sensation as I normally do, so that the body can get reacclimated. I should be back at it before you know it. Another minute left. This really seems to be taking a long time today. Seem to be much more aware of the passage of time. And when I don't talk, it always seems to take longer. And I don't feel like talking today. Just breathe, count the breaths, feel the sensation. Plus, I'm really hungry today. So, lots of distractions. There we go. That's that. Next up, let the hands equalize. Just do a reclining hero pose. Pants I'm wearing today are a little bit thicker weight than the pants I normally wear. So, because the pants are thicker weight, they'll have a little bit more sensation in the knees, right? Because the fabric's folded underneath. The joint has to make a little bit more space. So, be careful on your reclining heroes, right? Because the knees will start to have sensation. In fact, I mean, they're at the point where they're saying, like, hey, yeah, this is it. This is the pose you could hold all day long. And you don't want to go much further, at least not yet. So you relax into that. Say hello to the knees. Honor and respect the body. So yeah, the pelvis has kind of graced the floor at the moment. Right, I can feel the floor with my glutes, right? Whatever the fleshy tissue is at the bottom. Like the pelvis is the floor right now. But there's no weight through the pelvis into the floor because there's still so much pressure in the knees. Or there's still a lot of sensation in the knees, right? So the spring action in the knees, right, is preventing the weight of the pelvis from going into the floor. And that's okay, because right now the knees are the limiting factor. And so you honor and respect that. I want to do a little bit of recline. So feel free to bring the hips up a little bit. Yeah, this feels interesting with congestion and sinuses that are like, ugh. Yeah, just like that. Oh, that's interesting. Relax. Count your breath. There we go. All right. Clear that out. Next up is forward fold. Hey. I pause because one, I've got to let the knees go. They just have a lot of sensation being compressed in that one direction. So gotta get the knees ready so that they can move the other direction. And then whenever I seem to put my head upside down and the blood flows to my sinuses, that creates a lot of sensation in my sinuses that's not normally there. So, get that timer started. Because next up, we've got the forward fold. A lovely forward fold. A totally awesome forward fold, which really always feels good. It doesn't usually hit the sinuses so much. But it's going to hit the sinuses today because I am the way that I am. And yeah, I've got the jacket on, right? So this compression and folding here is not going to work as well. And then when I start to bring the feet together, I already got socks on. So you want the toes, heel and ankle to just barely touch through the socks. Maybe the ball of the toe, yeah. There you go. And then relax the neck and the upper body. Another 4.5 seconds. Count your breaths, feel the body. Breathe through the nose if you can. That is not a possibility for me at the moment. I can't flip my arms. Something. Stay balanced. Relax. So yeah, add more balance challenge by putting your hands under your feet. And try to relax your arms. Because you can use your arms to help balance here, right? But then you relax your arms so that you're still using just your feet. But since the balls of your feet are elevated, you're using more your heels than your balls. That sounds hilarious. Use your balls to balance. The balls of your feet. Oh, and that's 3 minutes. Alright. Alright, next up, 3 minutes. Wow. So next up is a half pigeon. And so for half pigeon, normally you go something like this, right? And then a lot of people put the heel back that way, right? And then when you start looking for more sensation, you get the shin perpendicular to the line of the body. And that really kind of feels like it today. But what I like to do is to find some more sensation, put that heel up a little bit. Get the jacket out of the way. So I can get I want to get the left shoulder down to the earth, but I don't know. Not as easy today as it normally is. Because I haven't done this in a couple days. I get the shoulder down. But it does feel like I'm using like some effort, some muscles to prevent the stretch in the right hip. Like the abs, the back, something. And that's starting to release as I start to get used to the stretch. Feel that lovely sensation on the right hip. $20. And that is that. Alright, oh look at that. I got a viewer today. Awesome. Alright, next side. So that was half pitch on the first side, half pitch on the other side. Yeah, it was so much more fun when you're not feeling well. Yeah, hey. Look at that, I got another viewer. Awesome, good stuff. Alright, so half pigeon, right? So, not that you can see the back leg, right? So this is, many people will sit like way up here in half pigeon, right? Because you're still working on it. Eventually you get the hip, the pelvis to the earth, and then eventually you look for more sensation. You get the shin perpendicular to the line of the body, right? And then you start bringing the chest down, right? And then you start looking for more sensation, like me, right? And then, so from here, you can. It's been a couple days, so surprisingly, this pose for me seems to close up pretty quick. Faster than other poses. And so, hey, look at that. I got the right shoulder down on the earth, just beneath the left ankle. Right hand down just to protect my eyes from carpet. I feel that wonderful sensation on the left thigh and masculine issues. Yay. What to do with your man parts. Where to put the man parts, right? When you get into a deep leg stretch, always a lot of fun. Yeah, that's really... so this side is a lot more open than the first side, probably just because I wasn't used to it. It's been a couple days. But really starting to have man issues here. So it's interesting when that's the sensation, when that's the limiting sensation. There we go. Feel that left hip. And another 8 seconds. There we go. Find an easy way out of where we went. Next up is hamstring stretch. Janushirasana. Since I'm going for low effort today, Janushirasana is my pose of choice for the hamstring stretch, as opposed to Hanumanasana, which always takes a lot more effort. Because with Janushirasana, you can just kind of lean into the pose and not use much effort. And so yeah, that transition, right? So I'm leaning forward, right? I got the head up. And then when you put the head down, you relax the neck so that the head can go down, right? If you're not used to that, what will happen is you'll start to feel a neck stretch and an upper back stretch. But it's not the muscles, or at least it doesn't feel like the muscles. It feels more like a nerve stretch because the body, the back, the nerves just aren't used to being stretched that much with this leg up here, right? So you've got all this tugging going on your nervous system, and you'll have to keep your head up a little bit, right? At a position that you can hold it all day long before you are allowed to relax. And that can be very frustrating at times because you don't know what you're stretching, right? You want to stretch the hamstring, but the neck, of all things, is saying, hey, chill out a sec. Gotta pull back on the neck. But just so you know, that has a tendency to happen. You used to have that a lot. And then you relax. Right. So this is a negotiation with the body, right? I want to do this, right? Conscious mind saying, I want to do this, right?
And then conscious mind controlling the position of the body, gets the body closer, and at a certain point the body says, whoa, hey buddy, chill out. Maybe we can't quite do that today, okay? And if you go any further, you're not going to like the result. So conscious mind has to respect the body, right? You move towards where you want to go. You negotiate with the body and say, okay, we can do this today? All right, cool, we'll do this today. And it might be different than what you had originally thought you were going to do. Listen to the body. In fact, I feel just a hair of the old neck stretch there, but it's not a limiting factor. Yeah, my head wasn't at the earth, so I kind of pushed it down. Got the head to the earth. Still not getting any weight in the head into the earth.
And that's it for that. Yeah, all right. Down Sasana on the other side. All the same things apply, right? So you, nice easy pose, right? And of course, this is because my hamstrings are already open, right? So this part, I'm not forcing anything, right? I'm just kind of lazily feeling things. I'm feeling lazy today. I don't want to put any effort into things because I'm not feeling well. But I still want to practice, right? So if you're going to practice, you might as well stream it. Yeah! Cool stuff. And again, you can look at your foot, right? And a lot of Jayandra Sasana, right? You do this, you do, smile, yay, it's happy, it's fun, it's yoga, right? But not me today, right? And so you feel that, and you relax the head. So actually I'm feeling a little bit of a stretch, like on the right upper back, that nerve stretch I was talking about. I'm feeling that there. And so exactly that, right? I thought it was going to be stretching my hamstring, but I feel a little nerve stretch. But that went away pretty quick, so hey. Wow, I had a lot of effort on the upper back that I just released. Again, feeling some more minor nerve stretches on the back. But that's to be expected. Great. And now, I'm starting to feel man issues. Go, relax. So I got a little bit of effort on the shoulder, trying to keep the leg in the right spot. Really trying to relax the left leg, all of the left leg as much as I can. So I'm using the left upper arm and shoulder to kind of keep the leg in place. Then also trying to relax the back and the neck. Oh, look at that. Forehead touch the earth. Feel a stretch. And yeah, I'm feeling a nice stretch on the hamstring. Which is the limiting factor. That is the most sensation. So it's pretty cool. We got 8 seconds left. Alright. And that's that. Be careful. Look at that. Sinuses. Sensation on the sinuses as the limiting factor of sitting up. Fun stuff. Alright. So, wide splits. Start off with Baddha Konasana if you don't know wide splits. Alright. And only do what your body says you can do. If the body says no, don't do it. Right? cool, easy mode, right? Because it's just that simple for everyone. Yeah, I know it's not. Not until after you practice and practice and practice, right? So, get those legs out to the side. You know, I'm going to bring the legs closer, and that might be all you're doing today. As soon as you get to the point when you want to get the legs further and further apart, that's when you need to start coming down so that you can get the legs all the way apart. There we go. Yeah, look at that. You can see the back foot. Cool stuff. And then from here, right, you might have some masculine issues depending upon your gender. Because the pelvis will start to go into the earth. If you've got something in the way on that, it's a very sensitive part of the body. It doesn't feel good, you want to get that out of the way. And feel that lovely sensation. And yeah, even though it's been a couple days, I can still hit basically the full expression of the pose, right? I do feel I feel a stretch on my inner thigh, right? But it's not limiting, right? I can get all the way into the pose, feel a nice stretch. Whereas when I was doing my half pigeons, took a couple days off, and then doing the half pigeon, the body was not ready. Especially on the first side to get into that. So that's an interesting difference. Because I do this pose every day, right? And I've been doing this pose every day for quite a while. But I haven't been doing those half pigeons with my shoulder behind the ankle every day. So the hip there is still, for the half pigeon, is still getting used to that. Because even when you do have the flexibility, what will happen is, as you walk during the day, your muscles will have to tighten up and change their actual length so that you can walk. But then when you go back to your yoga practice and you start stretching, those muscles have to loosen. And so that process of tightening up so that you can walk and stand and do all that good stuff, as compared to consciously relaxing the muscle so that it could stretch, right? When you've got a nice deep extension on the pose, the body's just gotta have to learn and adjust, right? It's gotta be able to release the muscle so that it can stretch, and then it's gotta be able to tighten the muscle so you can stand up. And it's an interesting thing. All right, so that's that. We'll go ahead and start that. And the final pose, right? Even though I'm not feeling super energetic today, I finish up my practice with an attempt at handstand. So now I'm getting serious. We'll take the jacket off. Although it would be interesting to see, the jacket will flop around when I try to handstand, right? And I didn't tuck in my shirt, so that'll flop around. But we'll see. Alright, first up. I was taught originally to get the fingers perpendicular to the plane of the body. That does not make my wrist feel good, so I get the fingers out to the side. So it's like about a 90 degrees between the fingers, and then spread out the fingers. And you want your weight into that, but I'm just pushing up into the starter pose. Alright. The left hip feels a little interesting because we've been sitting in wide splits. And I think I've got enough room. There we go. And so then you put the weight on the hands, right? And as soon as you get that, you lift the hips up. As soon as you do that, you lift the feet up. It's just that easy, right? Let's see how easy it is today. Well, that's interesting. That seemed to work out kind of well. But yeah, you know what? Low effort. That was cool. That's good enough for today. All right. So, look at that. I have 5 people showing up as being viewing right now. Awesome. You guys rock. Thanks so much. And yeah, I'm not feeling well, but I still did my yoga practice today. Awesome stuff. So I should be back tomorrow, right? So we don't have another relapse or another illness. Man, this week has kind of sucked. But in any case, back at it. Should be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. Have fun with the rest of your day, and thanks for joining.